Miitopia is a turn-based RPG where you, yes, you, go out on an adventure with whoever you choose, whether it be your friends, celebrities, or your favorite sexy fictional characters. I'm looking at you, Thor. Oh. And set out on an adventure to save the world from the Dark Lord, insert name here, who is dead set on stealing the faces of everyone throughout the land of Miitopia. Now, I'm sure if you've heard of this game or wanted to pick it up, you're probably more interested in the me-making experience, and I'm happy to tell you that you won't be disappointed. The game itself has the most robust Mii creator that has been seen to date, in addition to being able to add layers of makeup to any Mii and make some truly wild creations. And don't worry, if you're lacking a single creative bone in your body, like myself, you can receive access to other people's creations by inputting their code into your game, so that way you too can go on your adventure with only the most fabulous of characters. Ooh, is it getting hot in here or is it just Thor? Oh! But while the Mii creator is great and where much of the fun can be found, what about that gameplay? Well, as I said before, Miitopia is a turn-based RPG with a rudimentary job system that is very reminiscent of Final Fantasy. You've got the mage that acts like a black mage, the cleric that acts like a white mage, and a knight that acts like a knight, and so on. If you've played Final Fantasy before, you're probably already familiar with how these jobs work, and if you're new to job systems in general, these ones aren't too complex and are explained fairly well by the game directly. Now, in terms of the combat itself, it plays how you'd expect a turn-based game to play out, with one big caveat. That being, you only have control of your own character, while all the other party members are controlled by AI. Now, I wouldn't mind this if this was only the default option, and you could change it so you could control all the party members manually, but there's no option to change it anywhere. I understand that this was done most likely to make the game easier for a younger or more casual audience, and the true fun is supposed to be from inserting yourself, your friends, and sexy Thor. But the option to make them manually controlled would have been nice. With that in mind, the AI-controlled party members are generally good at making smart decisions, and the battles are never too difficult, so it's not likely that they're going to cause you to get your team wiped, and even though I personally would have preferred to control my entire party, I do think it fits well with the casual, easygoing experience the game was going for. From the abundance of helpful sprinkles to restore your party while traveling, the frequent, and I do mean frequent, ends that fully restore your party, to your party members giving you clear options for better equipment for them to wear, to the traveling being on an auto-scroll, I think the game does a solid job of being the silly, fun-filled adventure with friends that it's going for. I genuinely think this is a really fun game to get together with friends and have a fun time inserting yourself into the world and going on an adventure. Though not a perfect introduction, this could be a nice taste for anyone who wants to get their feet wet with a JRPG experience, but might find Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest to be a little too daunting to take head on. But in general, this game is best enjoyed with you and your friends on the couch, just messing around with the Mii creator and creating sexy Thor.